Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Chokni and we have Sahket here because we're going to do a quest to recruit Mirri. And the reason why I have Sahket and not Eats Many Cakes is because Eats Many Cakes already recruited Mirri and I already recorded with her. But unfortunately the video was not great with the sound. There was a lot of feedback and it was just not to my standards. So because we have to recruit Mirri with each of the characters so far, and I believe this is the same with all companions, means I get a second chance to actually record this video and the quest. So grab yourselves a cup of tea and a slice of cake, and hopefully you enjoy this video. We're in the northern part of Blackwood and we're going to head towards the Doomvault Vulpinaz way shrine and collect Mirri. Adventurers wanted for exciting opportunity. So this is one of the ways to start the quest for Mirri. You find a note on the floor which will start the quest Shattered and Scattered. I think there's 3 of these that I've spotted. There's one near the bridge and then there's one kind of on the opposite side. So I think there's 3 or 4 that you can find within like a circle of this area. Brave souls sought to explore a newly uncovered ruin, once in a lifetime opportunity for glory and gold. Inquire with Sigira about the expedition, written in another hand. Big job, seems less than legal, but the gold's real. Meet north of Fort Redmayne, bring friends. See you soon, little brother, Mirri.
My orders are to observe the ruin, not help you mount a suicidal rescue mission.
Then you can observe me kicking every fetching cultist's ass standing between me and my little brother.
You are headed into dangerous territory. I have reports of suspicious activity at some nearby ruins. You another adventurer looking for trouble?
Why don't you believe her claims?
Because it doesn't matter what I believe. The Legates heard her claim, and I was ordered to keep watch on the ruin. Observe and report, that's all. As to why I don't trust her, she's a little too fluent in the ways of Daedric cults for my liking.
How so?
She was a little too certain, a little too specific in her knowledge when trying to convince the Legates. No upstanding, divine-fearing folk would go into such lurid detail reporting a crime of this nature. She's not to be trusted at her word.
Who are you? Another of these useless Leyawiin Layabouts? Oh, no, you're an adventurer like me. Don't tell me, Sigira roped you into this mess too.
No, what's the trouble?
My little brother and I answered a job posting seeking adventurers to help explore a newly discovered ruin, only once the expedition got underway and we were all split up, our employers turned on us. I barely got away.
What's your plan now?
Free my little brother and the others before something terrible befalls them. I don't know if I can do this on my own, but I have to try. Can I count on your help? Or were all the questions just morbid curiosity? I can pay if I have to.
I'll help you with your rescue.
There were 5, in addition to me, who got duped into this. My brother, Liam, Eolaf, a Nord warrior, Ardia, a high elf researcher, Deejos, an Argonian scout, and Ghalor, a wood elf adventurer. Other than my brother, I don't know a lot about them.
What do you know about the ones who tried to take you captive?
Not much. Sigira, the woman who hired us, was charming. I didn't buy a story that her expedition was for study, but she paid half our fee up front. I figured they were just treasure hunters looking for plunder. We had no idea they were a cult.
When did you realize?
About the time they said, don't kill her, we need her for the ritual, while trying to wrestle me to the ground. Probably saved my life, though. I fought twice as hard knowing they were taking it easy on me. No one else escaped that I know of.
I'm ready when you are.
We didn't get far with our expedition before things went sour, but the ruin was in pretty bad shape. You'll need a grapple bow to get anywhere quickly. Fortunately, I have a spare. They're simple enough to use if you've never tried one.
I haven't used
Just
a grapple
line up
before.
your sights with a suitable anchor point, release the bolt, and get ready to fly. Don't worry, they're pretty much designed to do all the work. The worst you'll have to worry about is underestimating the pull and spraining your neck.
I have other questions.
Alright, but remember, you already agreed to help me. It'd be rude to back out now. But seriously, I need your help. Please don't change your mind.
Tell me about this ruin.
It's Daedric in origin. Our employer claimed it was recently uncovered, but I have a hard time believing no one noticed until now. And despite its condition, it doesn't seem that old. Barely any overgrowth at all. None of it makes any sense.
You're saying this is a new construction?
100 years old at most. I couldn't tell you who built it, or how it came to be demolished, though. I didn't get much time to study it before those fetching cultists tried to throw a sack over my head and drag me off.
I think the grapple bow option's going to repeat.
Just
Yeah,
line
it
up your
is.
sights with a suitable...
And does this guy...
I won't stand in the way if you wish to help her. It'll get her off my back at the least.
Okay, so he doesn't say anything different. So I think it's time to just enter the ruins.
We need to reach the base camp, but be careful. I saw a lot more cultists during my escape than the ones who led me here. I've seen a lot of Daedric ruins in my life, but never one's quite like this. Alright, but remember you...
Sometimes they might have different dialogue when they get into different places. So you'll find me doing that quite a bit just to double check. Quick look on the map. Just try and run straight through if we can. Mind you, oh. Should be trying to look for some law books. See if there's anything extra around. Okay, so this is the grapple point news.
Not our sky. It wasn't like this before. We should hurry. The bridge is out, but that support looks sturdy enough for the grapple bow. That's Eolaf. One of the other adventurers Zagira duped with this setup. They've got him strung up like a new life pony guar. Survey stone's my ashy arse. That's a sacrifice if I've ever seen one. We've got to do something.
Survey stone.
Zagira had us escorting her scholars around the area to place those so-called survey stones. Supposedly, they would get the layout of this place in an instant. Bunch of guar dung, clearly. It's sucking the life out of him.
Can we destroy it?
I damn well plan to try. It'll be dangerous, though. For Eolaf, most of all. That ritual is already feeding off of him somehow. The sudden shock of destroying the stone might kill him. We could try weakening the ritual before ending it entirely.
How do we do that?
That array by Eolaf seems to be the heart of the ritual, but the magic is being drawn to another focal point nearby. Destroying that might lighten the load on Eolaf, and the backlash of ending the ritual by force. It's the best chance of saving him.
Understood, let's go.
We need to stop that ritual, the sooner the better, but Eolaf's chances of surviving go up exponentially if we try picking it apart carefully, instead of smashing the central array right at the start. The grapple bow should help us search around.
How do you know all of this?
I don't know it. I'm making an educated guess. Daedrology is my main field of study, though I tend to avoid getting caught up in their worship and rituals. Mostly, I'm fascinated why anyone would join these fetching cults in the first place.
Why study Daedra if you don't really care for them?
I took an interest in the anticipations of the Tribunal and my ancestors' worship of them before the three rose to godhood. Dark elves aren't the only ones who revere Daedra alongside divines, but now's not the time for a philosophical discussion.
So we've only got one array to destroy here.
Endure, Nord. The foothold is nearly complete.
That voice! Sagira! That did it! The ritual's weakened! Eolaf! Follow me, quickly!
You don't have to tell me twice. Thanks mightily for getting me out of there. I don't know how much longer I could have lasted.
What was it they were doing to you?
Trying to pitch me into Orky's gnarled teeth. Or Dagon's, rather. Felt like all the air was sucked out of my lungs. Would have killed me if you hadn't come along. Was it always this hot in here?
Do you know why they were trying to sacrifice you?
I'm just hired muscle. I don't meddle with magic. They were talking, though, about positioning the other stones. They sent each of us as an escort, split us up. If they got the better of me, I'm sure the others are in just as much trouble now.
Will you be alright?
Haven't felt this bad since I nearly drowned in the sea of ghosts. But I can feel my strength coming back. I think I'll be good enough to move once I've got my breath. I'll be fine. Help the others while there's still time.
I really do not like the music in this place.
It worked! Sorry if that sounds too much like surprise, but I couldn't be sure if that would be enough to save Eolaf's life until we tried it. If the cult is doing this to the others, we should be able to free them too, if we're careful.
Any idea what it was they were doing to Eolaf?
It was definitely a Daedric ritual, but not your typical sacrifice. Offerings to the princes are usually quick and brutal. This was much more purposeful. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish, but they were using Eolaf's soul to power it.
Do you know where the others were taken?
The Swits didn't tell us much of their plans before stabbing us in the back, but I've got a rough idea where they were taking the other stones. If we head out the other side of these corridors, we should be on the right path.
Let's keep moving then.
That was horrible. Felt like my soul was getting torn out of me, little by little.
I recognize these corridors. The expedition hadn't split up just yet. Everyone aside from Eolaf would have been led somewhere beyond. The exit wasn't far, but it's sure to feel like farther now that the place is crawling with cultists and Daedra.
I sigh because I thought I got away with it.
Hold on. I recognize that journal. It belonged to Ardia. Ardia was a proper researcher. She was always scribbling in her notebooks. The klutz must have dropped it. But when? Of the group, I'd say she's the least likely to escape on her own.
Exploration of the shattered ruin. Sagira has paid us well to escort her surveyors through this unusual ruin. Truth be told, I might have come along for free if I'd known what we find here. The Daedric designs are like nothing I've ever seen, but disturbingly familiar. They are expansive as well, far more so than they first appeared. I feel like we haven't travelled that far, but the landscapes within the compound seem incongruous to what I observed. From outside the entrance, I should probably draw a few maps along with my notes. I knew I should have mapped as I went. Sagira's surveyors turned on me as soon as they got me away from the rest of our group. I tripped and my cloak tore free, so I bolted. I just need to write down where I go. Process of elimination. Left, left. Out the door, across the chasm. I'm completely turned around. I hear them coming. No time.
Well, I'll be. Ardia actually made a break for it. She's the last one I'd have expected to escape. 2 left feet, that one. Much as I'd like to believe she made it out, somehow I doubt it.
You think she was caught?
Honestly, I'm impressed she made it this far, but my gut tells me she's still here. I think we should keep looking for the rest of those sacrificial stones. Whoever's still bound up in the cult's rituals is in the greatest danger.
Understood.
It's getting to the point that I hardly recognize this place. It's like the sky is on fire and everything's scorched. Did the cult come here just to destroy this place? That hardly makes any sense, but Daedra worship too often doesn't.
Maybe the destruction isn't the point.
It's possible this is all just a side effect of the ritual, not its intent. Who knows? Maybe their magic isn't just feeding on the souls of those they've captured, but everything here. All the more reason to stop them, quickly. It's getting to the point that I hardly... Lava? And look, those trees! The shifting is more drastic here. Looks like they caught Ardia after all. We need to free her. We need to free Ardia from that ritual before it drains her soul completely, even if it kills her. Still, we should look for focal crystals nearby that are drawing power from her. Destroying them is the only way to save her life and her soul.
What do you mean by even if it kills her?
I mean, stopping the ritual prematurely might kill her, but there are fates worse than death. If her soul is drained entirely from her body, it won't be left to the mercy of the Divines. It'll probably wind up in the clutches of oblivion.
to reuniting you with your brother.
That helped, but there's still something drawing power from the ritual. Let's keep looking.
It's a grapple point there, but it's too far away. Getting her martial arts skills on me there. Oh, pretty good kicks. Mirri, you could have just followed me. Oh, a Daedra. Alright.
That's all of them. Now, the array. We need to free Ardia from that ritual. Come on, Ardia! Watch your step!
I'm just a little unsteady. Normally, I love new experiences. It's why I got into exploring. Not that one. Never, ever again.
We found your journal.
Oh, I thought I'd never see that again. Thank you. I have a great deal to add to it now. I think it's good to record all you can, good and bad. It forces you to think about what you've seen and done. Makes you more mindful of how events shape you.
Did you learn something that we might find helpful?
Zigira was yelling at her followers about jeopardizing the foothold when I was trying to escape. I don't quite get what she meant, but I think they're turning this place into their stronghold. And I saw Zigira when they caught me. The real Zigira.
What do you mean, the real Zigira?
Among her followers, she dropped the mask she'd been wearing. She's a Daedra. These cultists are the usual misguided fools dabbling with things they don't really understand. They're true believers. I'll never forget how they howled for her adulation.
It looks like Ardia will be all right. Hopefully she can make a successful escape this time.
How many more of these rituals do you think there are?
I can't be certain, but Deejos, Ghalor, and my little brother Liam are still missing. We have to assume they've been captured and bound like the other two. We need to stop these rituals, and not just for their sakes.
What do you mean?
I have a theory about the purpose of these rituals. The changes to the land, the sky, the blasted heat. I think this place is being overtaken by another plane. If I had to guess, I'd say it's becoming the Deadlands.
How is that possible?
I think this ruin isn't actually part of Nirn. More like a piece of our world bottled up, and the cult is trying to fill the bottle from another source.
All the more reason to stop these rituals.
I'm going to take it slow, but I should be all right getting away now that you and Mirri are here causing a commotion. I hope you're able to save the others.
I may have a slight crush on Ardia. She's just amazing, isn't she?
This ruin is not like any other I've seen, and I've seen a lot of Daedric ruins. Seal knows I would have loved to study it. Liam too. Damn Sagira and her fanatics.
This music reminds me of Diablo 3. I absolutely love Diablo 3, but I can't play with the music on because the music is awesome for the area. There's nothing actually wrong with it. It just, for me, I just don't get on with it. I love music, and I always feel bad when I complain about music in games because the score is really fabulous for the area, but for me, it just doesn't agree with me.
Over here!
Oh, that's
Ghalor? Oh, fetching Vic! Three alive, I can't look at him. Can you see if there's anything left of him in there?
Ghalor's eyes are vacant. He's oblivious to the world.
He's gone. Soul-shriven. I've read accounts of this happening, but I've never seen it myself. This ravaged body is all that's left of Ghalor. His soul, gone somewhere far worse. This is what will happen to the others. To my little brother.
Only if we fail.
Right. You're right. This isn't the time to lose it. There's still hope for the others. Ghalor couldn't have wandered far like this. There must be another ritual site nearby. Let's go.
There doesn't seem to be an option to put him out of his mercy. No. That's quite sad that you can't even do that. I think this is the quicker way from the looks of it. Yeah, if you just go over. I'm just trying to see if there's any like law books around. Really? They saw me from that far away? I bet it's Mirri. Mirri, come follow me. What is this? Probably should have gone the long way round. There's a bridge up here. Yeah, not that far, was it? Oh, here we go.
Deejos! The ritual must have several focal points nearby. We need to find them if we hope to save Deejos. Barring that, we need to stop the ritual before it consumes her, like Ghalor.
Keep meddling, Mirri, and I'll make you watch your brother waste away!
This focal point is finished, but it wasn't the only one by the look of it. Stopped feeding on their soul. Let's do the same to the rest.
I hope there was only the two.
You're free! Come on!
You came back for me? Thanks to you, there will be something left for the Hist when my time finally comes. But I did not expect the Dark Elf to stick her neck out for me.
Why not?
Dark Elves have not been kind to my Eggkin, and I have not been kind to theirs in turn. I see I judged her too harshly. I should apologize to her and her brother, if he still lives. He was taken prisoner by Zagira, personally.
Do you know where she took him?
To the heart of the vault, she said. Further down this path. Where it leads, I cannot say. I don't even recognize this place anymore. I only know it dries my scales worse than Ebonheart.
We managed to save her. I don't know if that'll improve her opinion of me. Well, my kind. But I'm glad. I wouldn't wish what happened to poor Ghalor on anyone.
We've accounted for everyone but your brother.
Liam. Hang in there, little brother. We'll find you. We seem to be getting close to the heart of the cult's plot. Other than the ruins, the terrain here is unrecognizable from where we came from. I'd wager that's where we'll find him. And Zagira.
You want to go after her too?
No, I don't care about that hooded viper. I just want my little brother back. But if she stands in our way, I'll gladly kick her fetching ass back to oblivion. Come on, Liam needs me.
Thanks to you, there will be something left for the Hist.
We've come this far. We have to find Liam. We have to. That switch locked us out. We aren't getting that gate open by force, but I bet that mechanism plays some part in getting it open.
Any thoughts on what to do?
I think that mechanism must be connected to the gate, but that can't be the only thing stopping us, or Zagira wouldn't be so confident. We should look around. There might be more of these Daedric objects involved in the barrier.
Unmolested, as you stand helpless before this gateway.
Damn it! She sealed the gate! We need to remove that barrier! That switch might have something to do with it. That did it! The gate's unsealed! Let's find Liam. Zakira, if you think a little lava is going to stop me, you've got another thing coming. This is it! We're going to save Liam and stop Zakira's plot here and now. Let's find the ritual's focal points and weaken it so we can set him free.
You think we have time for that?
I don't know. He's my little brother. I have to try. If it comes to it, end the ritual prematurely. I'd rather send Liam into the arms of Mother Morrowind than let Oblivion have him. Just try. Please.
I'll do what I can. I don't remember her doing that before.
You can't stop it.
Lightened their burden a bit, but it might not be enough. Look for other focal crystals. Another one down. Did you see any others? Liam! Oh, thank feck! I'll get you out of here.
I thought I'd never see you again.
You can inform your worthless Laygates that we stopped the cultists, no thanks to you.
Just be grateful your little dispute didn't land you afoul of the law. Cease your meddlesome trespassing while you're ahead, and get a real job.
I am glad you were able to rescue Liam. I could not look Mirri in the face if she had fished a bitter old lizard from the mire at the cost of her own loved one. If more dark elves were like them, there would be fewer Argonians like me.
Glad to see Mirri got her brother free. Gladder still you two bothered with me along the way. I won't soon forget that.
I see you managed to reunite Mirri and Liam. I could tell the two of them were close when we met. Thank the Divines for that, because I don't know if she'd have gone to such lengths for us otherwise. No, I think she would have.
Thought I was finished there. Mirri too. I was praying to the three that she wasn't going to share my fate. Someone was listening, because you're a real godsend.
Are you alright now?
Yes, I think so. Still feeling drained, but I'm beginning to get sensation back in my chest. Really odd feeling, let me tell you. I don't recommend it. Mirri brought me along to have someone she could trust, but I just ended up being a liability. Well, I'm the baby brother, and Mirri takes her place as the eldest very seriously. She's more of a mother than our mother in some ways. Mom would call this a learning experience. Doesn't like to cuddle.
Are you saying your mum would have left you behind?
Oh, no. Mom would have beaten Zakira to death with a cook pan if it came down to it. She'd just lecture us about needing to be able to get ourselves out of a pinch without her. You know how adventurers are.
Did you learn anything about the cultist plot whilst you were held prisoner?
Just what I overheard. It's not like Zagira gloated about her genius plans while I was bound up. She mostly just yelled at me for Mirri causing trouble and told me all the horrible things that would happen when they tossed my soul to Mehrunes Dagon.
What did you overhear?
Well, there was this one thing that stuck out. The cult Zagira was leading is much bigger than this group. Something about how this foothold would be vital to their ambitions. All rather typical cult drivel, if you ask me.
I suppose you helped the Dark Elf rescue her associates? You'll hear no complaint from me. I can report the matter closed, and get back to a worthwhile patrol.
We did it! My little brother is safe, and that backstabbing viper Zagira's plans are in shambles. Oh, I almost wish I could see what Dagon does to her for her failure, but my imagination's probably better than his anyway.
What next?
We leave this useless swit to his report and count to Zora's lucky stars. My little brother is alive and well, thanks to you. That's more than I could ask. We owe you. If you ever need anything, and I mean anything, you can count on me. I should get word that we're safe to our parents as soon as possible. I hope to see you again soon. And Liam, straight to Leyawiin, you hear?
I just want a moment to catch my breath and thank your friend here, Mother. Thought I was finished there. Mirri, too. I was praying to the three that she wasn't going to share my fate. Someone was listening, because you're a real godsend.
That's interesting. So once the quest is complete, it doesn't look like you can ask Liam any questions. This is why I always like to talk to people before I move on to the main step.
I see you managed to reunite Mirri.
Glad to see Mirri go.
I am glad you were able to rescue me.
I wish you adventurers would leave well enough alone. The Brigadines have enough troubles to hold at bay without vagabonds stirring up ungodly ruins.
What are you going to do now?
If what you and that vagabond say is true, I might be out of a job. I'll stick around for a little while, but if things get quiet enough, I may head off to Leyawiin or even Gideon. Always work for a man in my line.
I'm pretty sure we just saw Mirri running off, and unless he's got a twin with the exact same name, we've come across the Brigadine again too. How
My
random.
orders are to observe the ruin, not help you mount a suicidal rescue mission.
Then you can observe me kicking every fetching cultist's ass standing between me and my little brother.
It's almost like I never did the quest.
I wish you adventurers would leave well enough alone. The Brigadines have enough
He
trouble.
talks as though I've finished the quest though. This is so random.
I never should have roped my baby brother into this. I knew the job seemed a little shady, so I thought having someone I could trust with me would be for the best, but I only put both our lives in danger. Never again.
That's the end of this video. Thank you all very much for watching. What do you think of Mirri? Have you recruited her yet? Which other of the companions have you recruited so far? At the moment there's 4 in total, but there will be 2 new ones with the Necrom chapter, which I'm looking forward to because we will get our first Argonian companion, and I think Eats Many Cakes is looking very much forward to meeting them. Thank you all very much for watching, and take care everybody.